Today's question: as an ESFP, how do I stop jumping from one thing to another? Like a hummingbird, the ESFP is always on the move. They're constantly looking for new adventures and experiences. And this is something that can be great and exciting, but it can also get in the way of finishing projects and in the long term can cause problems with relationships, finances, and burnout. As an ESFP, you're always going to be a bit of a jack of all trades. You're so good at taking things on and doing them immediately, but sometimes it can be hard to focus on what's important when there are so many things competing for your attention. So let's talk about how to access and work with your introverted side, because if you don't pay attention to this part of yourself, it can lead to making decisions that don't align with your deepest values. Hey, I'm Sherman, and welcome to Geek Psychology, where we solve life's problems and transform your life through personality type. As an ESFP, you've probably been told that you need to slow down and take your time on projects, that it'll help you better manage your time and get things done. But it's not that easy for you because of your personality type. See, the problem is that you're not wired to sit still and focus on one thing for a long period of time. You like variety and novel experiences. And depending on your work and your career and what you're doing, this can be a good thing. But it can also be frustrating because you know that if you could just stick with something for a while, then you could probably get it done faster than anyone else. So the SP part of your personality type, extroverted sensing, is the part of you that I call the engaging adventurer. It's the character who embraces and enjoys the moment. It's fully tuned to the senses. It likes to spice things up. It relies on instinct to handle crises, and it's very hands-on. If you're an ESFP or an ESTP, then you probably thought, holy crap, that sounds just like me. And it is. But it's not all of you. You have many other parts. If the engaging adventurer is the hero of your story, then the FP part, the resonating empath, technically called introverted feeling, is the mentor. This is the character who helps you stay true to yourself no matter what. It fights for what's right, it seeks inner harmony, it embraces individuality, supports one-on-one, and reflects deeply on emotions. But man, is it slow sometimes. So you need to honor your adventurer. We, the world, need you to honor your adventurer. It's your main skill set that you bring to the world. If you don't have enough excitement in your life, then you're probably going to be miserable anyway. So you need that to rejuvenate yourself. But you also need to listen to your empath. You're not just an adventurer. You are a team, a crew, a fellowship of characters. And these characters work together to create a whole, an emergent that is far greater than either one of them alone. To work with your personality type, you need to learn to listen to the voice of your inner mentor. And it's easier said than done. I understand that. Your adventurer loves action and excitement. So you may have a tendency to ignore that quiet voice inside your head that says, this might not be what we should do. And that's why it's important to do that, because when you start listening to the empath and what the empath has to say about who you are really and who you're becoming and how you can live in alignment with your conscience, and what's really important to you, then your life will naturally be less scattered. So define what's important to you and use that as a check-in point. When you hear that little mini you ask, is tomorrow you going to be proud of what you're about to do? Well, that's when you know you should check in with that voice. If the answer is no, then don't do it. Get a piece of paper right now if you can and write what's important to me in life at the top. Write down the answers, group the answers, get rid of the doubles, and then pick the most important or most compelling one and ask yourself, and what does having that give me or allow me to do? So get the answer and ask again, and what does having that give me or allow me to do? Do this at least 5 times until you get an ends value, like freedom or peace or happiness, safety, or some intangible, powerful value. So now you've pre-decided. You've made a decision about what to do in advance. So next time you feel yourself getting the urge to jump from one thing to another, to charge into a new activity, ask yourself, does this satisfy friendship or whatever the end game value is? If it doesn't, don't do it, and find some other way to do something that honors that important value that you've already decided is extremely important to you. This way you can be more sure of who you are and what you bring to the world and what you want to bring to the world without getting sidetracked. It's way easier when you've already made that decision ahead of time by anchoring your life in your values. And if you want personal coaching from someone who uses introverted feeling as their main strength, then go to http://schedule.geekpsychology.com. Or if you're not quite ready for it yet and you want a deeper understanding of who you are and why you do the things that you do because of your personality type, then click on this video over here to see how it works for you and for Maui from the Disney movie Moana. Good luck, have fun. Peace.